Laphroaig quarter cask coming at you.
Yeah. Yeah, coming right at you. Back up. It's coming.
What's going on, guys? Metahuman Dave here.
Oh yeah, me, Mike.
We are Brolic Whiskey. Today we're reviewing Laphroaig quarter cask. Now, you have had this in the past.
Yes.
You've had this at that Laphroaig tasting event we did down at Rustic Root, but you've never done it with a fresh palate. You already had two other whiskeys that were peat monsters beforehand.
Yeah, I got
So
tainted.
now we get to see what you think of it straight up before it gets to a beat up palate. This one is bottled at 48%. You can see it's got some dark coloring to it. So it is aged for 5 years in their regular used bourbon barrels, right? So you 53-gallon barrels, but then they extra mature them in some quarter casks, which are smaller barrels. I reached out to Laphroaig to find out what they consider a quarter cask, because you'll find answers all over the board. Their quarter casks are 33 gallons, so they're not super small, but enough to make a little bit more woody, a little more alcohol maybe.
I don't know. I might have a little more woody.
Ooh, that smells nice.
It smells great, but I'm not gonna lie, because that's what I'm here for. I got that peaty, woody kind of, campfire smell. But I also got wet dog.
Wet dog.
Wet dog.
What the hell?
And that's what amuses me a little bit.
All right. Mike normally will say Band-Aid whenever we get a peaty whiskey. He hasn't mentioned that yet, but I'm sure he will.
I got wet dog when I first
But
whipped
he said wet dog.
Yeah. It smells great, but it was there.
Isn't it so weird? Only peat heads can say that they understand what we mean when we say the type of terminology that we're using to describe it, but it's in a good way. It smells like Band-Aids. It smells like wood. It smells like ash. It smells like fire. Wet dog.
Yeah, I got that. Flavor-wise, it's right there, right from the get-go all the way through to the end. Is that burnt wood, that campfire, that peatiness. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. I do get towards the end of the drink, I get a lot of a burn, tingling.
Yeah. Yep, I agree with you on that.
Yeah, I'm getting that numbness now. I guess you get it from the peat.
You do.
Well, yeah, I do. I'm getting numb. Like the tongue is tingling right now. Yeah, that's enjoyable, man. Easy 8.5.
Woo! He's threw the
Easy.
score right out at you guys right away. He already said 8.5. This is 48%, and for anyone who's watched multiple videos of ours, you would know Mike normally is like, wow, that's a lot of alcohol, that burns. He's not saying that, and this is at a 48% and a highly peated whiskey.
It's beautiful, and I'm using my favorite word.
What's that?
It's smooth.
It's smooth!
It's smooth. It's smooth.
I'm just going to point out Mike's pink 1980s retro X-Men shirt.
Keeping it nerdy, y'all. Keeping it nerdy.
And I'm going to have to take another sip before I give a score. So, Mike, blab to them.
Blab to them. What I'm going to say is, if you haven't tried it, try it. I do not remember enjoying this so much the first time, but first time I did it was at that meeting.
Yeah.
And I did have a few before, and I was very new to the game.
That's true, too.
Yeah, I'm not so new to the game. I can shift in the second gear without, bobbing your head. So I'm going to say that is highly enjoyable, even for a fairly new drinker. Do it. Introduce someone to that smoky flavor with this. It's beautiful.
So just to go back before I give my score, Mike's talking about a Laphroaig tasting event that we did down in Rustic Root down in San Diego. It was actually before he officially came on board as my co-host. So we were just talking about it.
That was my interview.
A possibility. And so he's never tried a peaty whiskey, and we jumped him straight into Laphroaig.
Yeah.
So the tasting event consisted of Select, the 10-year-old, quarter cask, 10-year-old cash strength, and then Laphroaig Lore.
Oh,
but,
that was amazing. Though.
By the time he got to this one, those first two already beat up his palate. So
I was overwhelmed at that point.
But with that being said, yes, Mike is correct in saying that this is damn enjoyable throughout. As you expect with a really peaty whiskey like Laphroaig, the oils stick to your tongue. So even though he hasn't sipped in a while, I can guarantee he's still tasting things.
I am.
It doesn't just go away. That's why I love Islay whiskeys. It's a whiskey you can put down, have a conversation. I still taste things even though I'm talking. Yeah. So you don't drink it as fast as you would a whiskey that has a short finish. For that, for the enjoyment, the long finish, I'm giving this an 8.8. It's a great whiskey.
Yeah, you upped me. I'm not lying. It's fantastic. Buy the damn thing. It is enjoyable as hell.
I really do like this one.
I'm really scared of the next part here.
I'm scared too. I'm almost tempted. You have enough
I
in
got
there.
enough. I don't want you to waste it.
I'm not going to waste. I just wanted to drip a little bit.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Hey, Mike, usually this goes for quite a bit of money though. It's normally around 70, 80 bucks at some places.
I'm going to say it's still worth it at full price.
I fortunately scored it at High Times, one of our favorite places. In case you haven't noticed yet, we love High Time up in Costa Mesa. I got this when they must have had it on sale or something. It was only $44. I looked through my orders.
Easy buy.
Yeah,
easy buy.
It's a damn great buy at $44. A lot of the smoke does go away.
Yeah.
It's not as heavy on the smoke.
I do get some type of fruitiness to it.
See, that's interesting you say fruity, because what I wasn't getting the first time, what I'm getting now is like a little bit of vanilla. No. That's a shame.
Blasphemy, people. It is blasphemy. They put enough water in it. Don't do it. There's enough. I do not like that.
I'm kind of with Mike.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't like the shit, to be quite honest.
I don't like it.
It ruins this whiskey.
No.
I'm really scared for our next process where we actually have to put it on ice, just because we gotta stick with the format.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I'm not digging this at all. I don't know if Mike has a score in mind. I'm taking a second sip before I score.
Let's take it down to that 4 again.
That's being nice, dude.
All I'm saying is we just bought a Rolls Royce and took it to Pet Boys to pimp out. That was horrible.
Yeah, we got that.
Happy.
We don't have Rockford. We got Rockwood speakers in here now.
I'm not happy with that at all.
That's a 2.
Yeah.
Bad. I don't know if you noticed, we got an escalator now. If you can go down to the basement and grab us. Oh, that's an elevator.
Hey, man, you corny!
Not my fault you don't know what we're doing.
Mike's going down to the basement level to pick up our ice so that we can probably ruin this whiskey some more.
Yeah, be real conservative on that pour, because...
I'm hoping it's not as bad as it was diluted, because going from a high 8.8 to a 2, that's telling you a lot.
Yeah,
this is not an enjoyable whiskey once you dilute it down.
Yeah, don't waste it, because I'm going to come back and steal some of these booze of yours.
This is a damn good whiskey that's going to be added to the Brolic Whiskey Infinity bottle. So if you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to tap that little bell icon so you're notified of new whiskeys.
Cardboard.
Cardboard.
I don't know what's going on, man. I'm getting some weird smells, but cardboard.
I'm close to you on smell. I wouldn't go cardboard. I would say construction paper.
I could agree with that. Yellow construction paper.
He's even going with a color. But I'll make sure that when we do crack open our Infinity bottle, that we do it as a live stream, so you guys can join us live when we do our Infinity bottle cracking open. Subscribe, share the video. Mike does not like this on ice.
No, I'm not getting campfire smoky enjoyment.
Ooh.
I'm getting burned out wood.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
flat burnt.
Instead of that good campfire taste, and that ashy or barbecue-like taste that we often get with a Laphroaig or even an Ardbeg. This just tastes like burnt food, like that you did it in a wrong process. Like you didn't put a char on it. You kind of forgot about the food, and you still bite into it.
Hey, look, if you don't want to spend the money and do that and add ice cubes, go get a piece of charcoal, dump some rubbing alcohol on it, and lick it. That is not enjoyable.
It's burnt food that has rubbing alcohol on top as the condiment.
Yeah.
This is bad.
Straight out the bottle, beautiful.
This is even worse than the dilution. I don't do this very often, but it's just above undrinkable. So 1.25. It's like it's almost undrinkable.
Yeah, pick any number between 0 and 1. That's what I'm giving it. Yeah. Just don't do it. Buy the damn bottle. Drink it straight out of the bottle. Keep it clean. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
You heard us both score it very highly straight out the bottle. Neat is the way to go. Neither one of us liked it diluted.
No.
Absolutely hate it over ice. Something happens. Chemical reactions occur. It's just bad over ice. Drink your whiskey neat. Grab yourself a nice fancy little Glencairn glass and enjoy the hell out of it, because Laphroaig is a friend that needs to be with you. Till next time.
Bring it home, Dave. Bring it home.
We might be the best whiskey channel with a retro X-Men t-shirt as a co-host. Hell yes. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and we will see you next time.
Thank you, Stan. Thank you, Curb. The man. Kirby. The man.